Hey guys, how's it going? This is Smash. Not. This is not the Not Smash Hero Gaming. I forgot. This is not from my YouTube channel. Well, it could be, but who knows? Well, this is my video, so I'll do whatever I want. Well, anyways, hi. Well, let's get started with that, shall we? So, the first question, who is part of this subculture? Gamers. Gamers who are devoted to gaming as a hobby, different from people who play games every once in a while. And do I qualify as a gamer? Or am I personally part of this subculture? Well, but yes, gaming has been part of my life as both a creative influence as and also as the therapy, just to help me release some stress or just help me get in a good mood or just something to help me get in a good mood or something. But yeah, it's been really helpful with me. And how do members interact in this subculture? There are certain situations that gamers interact with each other. Most of the time, it's during conventions such as PAX, GameX, Super Smash Con, and the big one E3. And they also interact with each other and talk and socialize like normal human beings. Yes, gamers aren't humans. Big surprise. Number two, what gives this subculture its identity? You can spot a gamer in many different ways. Uh, from the way they wear, even in their living environment. Gamers also have this sort of, I can't believe I'm using this word, swagger, meaning that their style walking can reflect on what games they play, giving them their form of confidence. What are also the values and ideas and philosophies that this subculture gives it identity? The beliefs of gamer may have, and I say may because like me, some gamers have their own values. But gamers, they think that girls are terrible at games. And that's where I disagree. I won't go into any detail, but. Second, it's the kill ratio or KD, whatever. If your ratio comes out negative, like if you have like a 1 win streak over a 10, which is pretty bad, then you suck. I could say a lot because I am a noob in Overwatch. Yeah. Third, GameStop rips you off when you sell games to them. And who doesn't know that? Fourth, know your main. And this is something from a personal standpoint because I usually play a lot of games, and especially with Smash Bros. And other fighting games, I would either go with one character where I will be more comfortable playing as because either like their combo styles or something like that, or is it just that they're my favorite character? And for me, I main a lot of characters. List them up on the screen for me, please. Thank you. Number three, what space do they inhabit? Think like places or other stuff like that. Well, nowadays, gamers' place is everywhere thanks to the Switch. But gamers mostly lounge in a lounge. It's a great place for gamers to just relax and play games on their own pace. Occasionally, gamers would also have LAN parties, LAN, not land parties. I made that mistake a little too much, but yeah, that's what it is, LAN parties. Where everyone is seated in one large table playing a competitive match or training with their team. So yeah, it's mostly whether when people want to play games with each other, it's either with their friends or on their own when they want to just take their time and not get pressured by their teammates trying to win a match. Number four, what does the subculture do? What makes them a distinct subculture? So, what do gamers in this subculture do? Okay, just kidding. But we don't only play games, we make them into an influence. If you Google anything and put gaming in the search, you can discover how video games were a great influence in the creative community. From music, art, fashion, cooking, and even medicine and health. Number five, do they use specific language? Give examples of the words and expressions they use. If your gamer friend invites you to like E3, first of all, lucky. Then you start hearing everyone talking this weird language, and you wonder what does it all mean? Well, I'll give you a little insight on that. Number one, DLC, which means downloadable content. Yeah, we usually spend a lot of our money either on DLCs or any other kinds of things like that. Number two, Easter eggs. Easter eggs are just hidden features such as new characters or secret levels. Glitching. Most games have bugs that could lead you to glitching, either gaining a wall, for example. Clans. Groups of friends or strangers who come together to form a team. Most of those games, like either Overwatch or other MOBA style games, or just games that where you just play with teams in general. FPS, which means first person shooter. And yeah, there's a lot of them. However, there's a third person shooter, which is the best game, I would say. Camper, someone who stands still and usually hides on the map instead of running around because they're afraid they'll die. Kill ratio, K to D. Most online shooters rank players according to their kill ratio. You'll be ranked higher for ending a game with 6 kills and 0 deaths than you would in a 10 kill and 6 deaths. Lag. An online gaming lag can occur when your internet connection is weak, causing your real life actions to take too long to happen on the screen. Also, a very common excuse someone uses to when they get killed. And I make that excuse as well in Overwatch. I am not that good at Overwatch. And number 9, just when I said that. Noob, meaning you're just a beginner at something, as I am. Number 6, what are the backgrounds of the members of the subculture? Also, when do they come from the same area? Or did they come together because they share the same interest? Do they come from the same socioeconomic area? What is their level of education? The background gamers is all thanks to the arcades. Kids would spend their quarters and play Pong, Donkey Kong, and Pac-Man. Gamers and gaming have been found all over the world, from here in the US to Japan, even Africa too. The gaming community don't only get together because they share the same interest, they also find some differences that don't involve gaming and socialize and see what their opinion is on those things. So yeah, it's not only that we meet each other because we like gaming, it's also an opportunity for us to actually socialize and talk to people and see what other things going on in the world besides gaming. And see, no, there are two distinct groups of gamers with high and low socioeconomic groups. Gamers and their parents are more likely to have been college educated than non-gamers and their parents. Okay, that was probably cheesy, but yeah, those are all the symbols. Mostly just involving the companies that make the games or produce them. Number 8. What are the values of the subculture pertaining to their subculture? Some values that connect with this subculture is gamers keep their gaming area clean and neat. And as for me, I like to keep my Switch very nice and clean because I don't want to get this broken or dirty or even hurt or anyone breathing on it. Don't touch it. Gamers are always updating their games, adapting to any new mechanics that are created in the games. So let's just say you're playing Splatoon 2, and it's probably a poor example because I don't know how many people would play Splatoon 2 right now, but I hope there's a lot. I know there's probably a lot. But usually in each match, there's always a map rotation. So in each match, you always play in a map, and like a couple hours or so, the maps switch to a different style. So that means the strategy changes. The gamers have to think about what their game plan is going to be for defeating the enemy and all that. So they really have to get into the know-how how either to win or just get through the game. Gamers will make a career out of gaming by streaming or recording videos, such as yours truly. What are the norms of the subculture? The typical norms of a gamer is the gaming tilt. When you start leaning and moving, thinking it'll help your character move around or just trying to get to you to win, I guess. Number 2, rage quitting. Oh boy, have I had a lot of rage quits in my day. Rage quitting. It's just getting mad when you suck at a game, so you just stop playing. It can include controllers being thrown, cursing, broken keyboards, controllers, and yelling. Oh, a lot of yelling. Number 3, achievement hunting. Trying to get every unlockable reward to boost your game score. Number 10, what is the geological location of this that this subculture occupies? Also give a little history about the area and how it was developed. And does the subculture reside in an urban, suburban, or rural area? Alright, so a gamer's place is anywhere, like I said, where we can play our games. There are games and game consoles, such as the Switch, that also allow players to play on the go. Gaming started just with two sticks bouncing a square around. That's right, Atari's Pong planted the seed in arcades, shopping malls, and bowling alleys. Then Atari moved from the arcade all the way to everyone's homes, and soon after that, Sega and Nintendo moved in and took the show as well. And that's when the Bit Wars started, but that is a lot to go through. And also, gamers mostly just reside in a suburban or urban area, such as since gamers need to be near a place where they sell or provide and they sell and provide the essentials for gamers like GameStop, Walmart, or any other major stores. And yes, we're all mostly related because most of the games that have been released or been created have either been made by the same company, major companies like Nintendo. And how are they dressed? Yeah, the usual gamer will either dress in their like a regular T-shirt, pants, blue jeans, or even just cosplaying as like one of their favorite characters. Number 12. What is the age range of the subculture? The average gamer is about 30 years old and has been playing games for about 12 years. 82% of gamers are just 18-year-olds or older. 65% of gamers play games with other gamers in person. 55% of gamers play games with their phones or handheld devices, mostly just on their own. Number 14. Does the subculture demonstrate an artistic expression? If so, how? Well, of course! And I'm not going to say anything while all the examples scroll down at the screen. Again, play the cheesy music. Number 15. Does your subculture demonstrate cultural appropriation? If so, how? There is cultural appropriation in video games, but people think that we're just stealing or making a profit out of it. And really, the author that I found talking about this said, every time someone mentions cultural appropriation when it comes to video games, I roll my eyes so hard that they might just roll out of my skull. Dang, dude. He also said that most examples of cultural appropriation we have been shown in video games. Most examples of cultural appropriation have been shown in video games are more akin to assimilation and diffusion. Taking ideas from other cultures and adapting them into your video games is generally healthy and a sign of an open-mindedness by the developers. Prime examples being the Assassin's Creed franchise. And I agree with that because I learned a lot of my history through Assassin's Creed. Number 16. How does a person achieve status in your subculture group? Well, it could go many ways, from how competitive you are in games or how many games you have, even how many hours you play or even how big of a fan you are. And the final one, number 17. Apply all the concepts you learned in class to the subcultural group. So I'm just gonna say all the preconceptions of games and gamers because that's something I really like to talk about. Like really, whenever people say stuff about gamers, I'm thinking, no, we're not. Look at it again. So here I are. Number 1, games are for kids. No, they're not. Not a lot of them. I mean, really, is this gonna be for kids? No. 68% of current gamer population are above the age of 18, averaging over 30 years old. Video games can make you violent. Yeah, but that's only when we are mad, but youth violence is currently at a 40-year low, while video game sales are at an all-time high. And also, only boys play video games? Um, as of 2010, the percentage of female gamers increased to 42%. Gaming is antisocial. What did I say earlier? About 62% of gamers spend a fair amount of time playing with their friends or family. Actually, 17% even play regularly with their spouses. Okay, yeah, I'm done. Bye.